We are approaching the city of Córdoba in two main dimensions. On one hand, as a didactic object to learn from it, and on the other hand as an object of intervention, to act in it. This allows us to approach the contemporary city and its process of metropolization. The urban sprawl grew indefinitely to the northwest, forming what is known as Sierras Chicas. These new urban centers, known as dormitory cities, are heavily dependent on the central area. The great flow of people who move from the dormitory cities to the urban center for labor, administrative and commercial reasons commutes in private vehicles as a result of the lack of solid public transportation. Combined with poor urban planning, this generates problems of transport congestion, environmental pollution, and delays in the city, among others. We can say the real problem we're working on is mobility in mass public transportation. The government of the province of Córdoba, through IPLAM, Metropolitan Area Planning Institute, promoted the Sierras Chicas Director Plan. This problem was approached in the Faculty of Architecture, Urbanism and Design in theoretical classes and trips. During these theoretical classes, we had some direct advice from specialists in the subject matter, such as geologists, biologists, town planners, architects, economists, and engineers. In addition, field trips were made to the main towns that presented this problem. That's Córdoba, Unquillo, and Villa Allende. We interviewed the town hall's director of private works, who expressed the need to motivate private sector investments and also incorporating offices as a complementary program. We were finally given graphic, technical, and written information on the plans and projects carried out in the past and those pending implementation. After an intensive analysis of different places proposed for intervention, together with the different local agents, we chose the field located in Argüello neighborhood in the city of Córdoba. Different transportation systems meet here. It has the potential for sustainable development, the presence of social institutions, and is also a disintegrated zone. The group made a new technical visit to the site, and by talking to the neighbors and users of the park, we helped define a complementary program which determined the need for collective spaces for meeting, recreation, and exchange. The addition of a fruit market to the interchange was contemplated, given the fact that this activity is currently carried out daily in an informal manner on site. The public and private transportation systems that connect the site are the old Las Sierras train, the solo bus, the interurban buses, and private vehicles. For the latter, a parking lot was added with room for 150 cars. Social concentration institutions and public meeting places are divided by transport routes, including those of the existing train. The transport interchange proposes the unification of these disaggregated spaces based on the concentration of transport flows to the same point, offering a new meeting space as well. The park in disuse has great potential for sustainable development. Restoring it beautifies the city, improves the quality of the air we breathe, ensures recreation for the neighbors, and contributes to the economic value of the surrounding properties, both residential and commercial. The complementary program provides the neighborhood with the possibility of private investment through the incorporation of offices for co-working and new job positions for the fruit market. An elevated architecture was designed to reduce the impact of the building on the park, freeing most of the green space and maintaining the water absorption property of the land. An open building was designed to combat climate change by regulating temperature, which implies an economic benefit in reducing the use of cooling and heating systems that are based on non-renewable energy. This architectural typology is notable for the presence of large roofs. Under this premise, we decided to optimize it by collecting and storing rainwater that could be reused for irrigation of the park. In the 5th year of this course, two scales of project are approached. One is territorial and the other architectural. For the development of this proposal, we carried out an interdisciplinary work, reaching out to other subjects. Teamwork for this whole PBL experience was a key factor. We've been able to discuss and debate, which has allowed us to build and share knowledge together. We have developed the ability to negotiate and interact, to relate and communicate, and finally, to generate critical thinking based on a real problem.